Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I am with you, Dr. Ijaz Ahmad Tatla, and I have to discuss peer coaching today. I hope all of you are fine enough and your families too. Stay blessed always. Let's come forward towards our today's lesson, that is peer coaching. First of all, we should learn about what the coaching is. You can see here a diagram. Problem. The students, teachers, any of the people do have some problem. They search for some consultants, some guide, some leaders. Any of the consultant, any of the leader guide them. Whatever the people are going to guide are known as the supervisors. So with the support of these supervisor, these guide, they get some knowledge, they get some enlightenment they don't have earlier. They apply that knowledge and get results, and the results are positive, so they are succeeded. So from problem to success, the journey starting from problem to reach the success through the guidance of different people is known as coaching. As depicted from this diagram, I think so it's very easy to understand what the coaching is. If I explain this in words, it would be a statement like a one-to-one conversation focused on the enhancement of learning and development through increasing self-awareness and a sense of personal responsibility, where the coach facilitates the self-directed learning of a coachee through questioning, active listening, and appropriate challenge in a supportive and encouraging climate. So this is a complete cycle comprising over 4 to 5 steps, after which the problem of the coachee is solved through the guidance of a coach. Next, we have to compare coaching with mentoring. The characteristics that differentiate between coaching and mentoring are helping people do their jobs better is coaching. It initiates with the mega component and major contribution of the coaching. And in the result of coaching, the coachee learn, starts working, minimize his hurdles, and finally succeeded. So when he starts learning, the helping people to help themselves, then when the peoples are started to develop themselves, the mentoring is started. So where there the coaching is minimized, mentoring is maximized. The people have developed themselves in the result of the help. So it's very interesting overlapping and phenomena of both of the things. short-term relationship, medium to long-term relationship. Coaching is a short-term relationship. For some time, coaching is given, but mentoring is observed long-time relationship. Focus on tasks, whereas mentoring focuses on the whole person. In coaching, skills, behavior are oriented, but mentoring is progress oriented. Coaching changes observed and feedback given, whereas mentoring changes discovered by inquiry. Coaching ensure alignment between individuals and business goals. Alignment. You will be at the same page. They should have the same motive, same that should be there on same confidence level. So mentoring navigate organizational system and expand network. Area of similarity are overlapped in both of the coaching and mentoring is support and challenge, combining questions and advice. ये continuously overlap होता है, दोनों में common होता है. Based on relationship of mutual trust and respect. Again, दोनों के अंदर ये common चीजें हैं, इनके बगैर ना कोचिंग हो सकती है ना mentoring हो सकती है. Clear purpose and outcome agreed at outset. So the purpose and outcomes are almost common, but they have different length and strength on the learner. So after understanding the coaching, then coaching and mentoring, we can understand peer coaching, which is a process through which two or more professional colleagues work together. Peer coaching is a process through which two or more professional colleagues work together. It is also known as the peer tutoring. Both of the teachers, both of the colleagues can tutor the class alongside. What is their objective? To reflect on the current practices, to expand, refine, and build new skills, to share ideas, to teach one another, to conduct classroom research, to solve problems in the workplace. These are the objectives of peer coaching and peer tutoring. Peer coaching is towards satisfaction of reputation and leadership, confidence. It builds many of the things. It's a powerful process for enabling two or more people who share common interests or goals to collaborate in helping one another become more successful in their work or personal lives. It supports them. It have some issue resolution. It plays role in the confidence building, uh, to support the leadership, to support reputation, enhances satisfaction, so and so. Many of the effects it have. A comparison of peer coaching and evaluation, because both have some uh, close objectives. Peer coaching is based on the trial and error approach, whereas evaluation is best foot forward. Peer coaching, give and take, sharing both ways, whereas one way learning is evaluation. Peer coaching is non-threatening because the peers, they are equal level they are like friends. But evaluation is sometimes threatening because he is supervisor, forward looking, improvement oriented, whereas evaluation looking backward, what has happened. In peer coaching, have to look forward for improvement. Coach is invested in teacher's success, whereas an evaluation administrator may or may not gain if teacher is successful. In peer coaching, targets have specific areas, where in evaluation, general review, global, it's an ongoing. Peer coaching is an ongoing process, whereas evaluation is after one shot in some different components of time. Giving together, data giving together in peer coaching, whereas data is in the personal file for evaluation. Peer tutoring, teacher being observed does the evaluation, but administrators evaluates in evaluation. Focuses on what I saw. Their focus what I did, what I didn't see. जो नहीं है उस पे उसको evaluate करना, ये नहीं मिला, यहाँ पे है कि ये मैंने देखा है. So peer coaching is formative, whereas evaluation is summative. In total, overall, but that is the format of the components. Here are some of the peer coaching activities, how it is being performed, informal or formal. Where it is formal peer coaching, then there is going on activities are co-lecturing classes, coach as collaborator, coach as an expert advisor, coach as mentor, co-planning lessons, coach as mirror in the classroom, minor in the classroom. So through these 5 activities, peer tutor take part in the peer coaching. Whereas in informal way problem solving है, study groups हैं, curriculum development है, material development है, storytelling about teaching practices है, video type analysis है, planning interdisciplinary units हैं. तो इनके थ्रू लोग वो उसको सुनते हैं, जाते हैं, काम करते हैं. कोई फॉर्मल सेटिंग नहीं होती वहाँ पे. फॉर्मल सेटिंग खास टाइम के लिए, बट यहाँ एक ग्रुप में इन जनरल लोग पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे होते हैं, काम कर रहे होते हैं. प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ कोचिंग. Peer coaching based on some common principles. Number 1, common of both of the peers should be common. Focus, evidence-based interaction, reliable और it's reciprocal. एक से दूसरा दूसरे से पहला सीख रहा है. Role of peer coaching. So there are 3 major roles: principals, veteran teachers, and teachers. As the principal role is introduce and research, but veteran टीचर जो हैं वो participants होते हैं. तो confirmed टीचर्स हैं वो respective and participatory उनका रोल होता है. प्रिंसिपल्स जो हैं वो collaborate करते हैं, whereas veteran टीचर्स जो हैं वो brainstormers होते हैं और टीचर्स के लिए flexibility होती है. प्रिंसिपल्स जो हैं वो delegate करते हैं और veteran टीचर्स जो हैं वो leaders and initiators होते हैं, whereas teachers are supportive and sharing. Principals provide professional development time, support and monitor, whereas veteran teachers are troubleshooters and collaborators, and the confirmed teachers are collectors of data which they have to implement. So there are the well-defined and separate role of both of the three uh, layer of peer coaching, where there is teacher, veteran teacher, and a principal. Successful peer coaching relationships. What peer coaching is and what is not. What is to discuss the what peer coaching is. So to discuss with all of you about successful peer coaching relationships, we have to identify that what peer coaching is and what attitude or what activity known as peer coaching. So it's a professional, not social dialogue through informal meetings, meals, walks, all are all encouraged. Wherever you go for some professional discussion, professional dialogue, it's fine enough. It's not an evaluation tool. As earlier we have discussed in the last slide that evaluation and peer coaching is there is a lot of difference between both of these. So it is developmental, not assessmental. It's not a competition. It is supportive, and in peer coaching relationships, the peers have to cater for the confidentiality of both of the people, their skills, their attitudes, their behaviors towards the organization, towards their other colleagues and the students as well. It is based on the individual growth. It's not competition. It is voluntary. So the volunteers are involved in the peer coaching. Uh, the people cannot be assigned the duty of peer coaching. It is founded on trust. So where there is no trust, peer tutoring cannot be incorporated. Successful mentoring programs at other institutions are ones in which the mentee drives the process. Therefore, take the lead with your peer coach in asserting your teaching action plan. So where there the peer have to put his efficiency, his skills, his potential into practice, they might have their own teaching action plan. Uh, discuss the characteristics of peer coaching. Here in this diagram, you can see four of the characteristics. First of all, common professional focus. In peer coaching, both of the coach, both of the people participating in the activity should have common professional focus. They don't behave like an individuals. Their objective should be common objective, and they should have the same professional background. Target oriented process. The process is about solution focused exchange to find one or more solutions that can be transformed into work afterwards. Moreover, its collaboratively defined structure. The structure that supports the peer coaching processes is collaboratively defined. A general structure while provide to you this online course is also a component of this peer collaborative defined structure. Volunteers with commitments in peer coaching should only voluntarily. So volunteers with the commitment are the component or the part and parcel of this peer coaching. It's the major characteristics of this process. Counseling without fee. It's very interesting thing. In peer tutoring and peer coaching, counseling is provided uh, vice versa without any fee. They learn from the other experience and exchange the some of their thoughts. Idea of giving and taking. Again, as earlier, group of equal rank, no senior junior, both are of from same background of studies, experience, qualification, and departmental progress process. So these are the 7 major characteristics of peer coaching. Structure. While discussing the structure of peer coaching, at the top in the hierarchy, from bottom to top, first of all, in this loop, there are the participating teachers, then peer coach, then peer coaching facilitator, and then peer coaching master trainer, finally peer coaching program directors. This is the hierarchical tree for peer coaching structure. Herein, what participants do, participant participating teachers work with the peer coach. Teachers later they may choose the to train as a coach. From here, who have taken the peer tutoring or peer coaching training, they are to work with the teachers in school because they become peer coach. After participating teachers, they have become the peer coach. And from these peer coach, there is peer coaching facilitator because they have got taken some experience. These are the people who can train coach to work with teachers. They can also coach. And then there is the peer coaching master trainer. These are the people who train the facilitator. The master trainers have taken training from the peer coaching directors. These are the people who lead the program. So from leader to the bottom line worker, from program leader to the teacher, it is the uh, structure of peer tutoring, peer coaching. Now we have to discuss about the benefits of peer coaching. There are the major 3 benefits. प्रोफेशनल ग्रोथ होती है, पर्सनल नीड्स मीट होती हैं और इंस्टीट्यूशनल नीड्स जो हैं वो पूरी होती हैं थ्रू peer coaching. How professional growth is met from peer coaching? It encourages a teacher to examine his or lesson more thoroughly and discuss concerns with his peers. It increases the time of instruction and improvements, and it gives teachers a new sense of empowerment. So that is all about the professional growth of the teacher in the result of peer coaching. Second thing is the personal needs. Teacher gain adult feedback, develop support system, improve collegial relationship. Also, they improve the energy levels that is needed for them personal. to meet their personal needs. And there is the institutional needs as well, that is to improve quality of instruction for all of the students. So the peer tutoring plays a vital role towards improving the quality of instruction for all the students. Greater creativity, greater transfer of learning. So these are the benefits of peer tutoring. It's a cycle, coaching cycle, where first of all, what is done, set the goal. Then people prepare themselves from different material and different lessons, and they go for its implementation. In the result of its implementation, results are reflected. So these results or reflections are assessed, and finally, again, it helps them to setting the goals for next step. What is being done when assessment is made? In the process of assessment, the people determine preparation required for both for coach and coachee, and they set goal to identify school goal, determine classroom goal, then identify activity project and determine the required skills. To meet these goals, they prepare themselves how to setting model for learning activities, plan some activity and project, share lessons and resources, and create or adapt materials and review learning skills. Finally, is the process of implementation. What is being done in this phase? Model team teach, coachee or coach, apply adjustment, coachee, observation, and data collection. And in this data collected data is analyzed and reflect the through presentation and analysis of data. Coachee and coach are affected, reflect on the learning of the coachee, and plan for future activities for both coach and coachee. This is the time to discuss about the advantages of peer coaching. इसके जरिए हमें क्या क्या मिलता है, क्या क्या फायदा होता है कोच और कोची को, स्टूडेंट्स और टीचर को। कोलैबोरेशन होती है उनके अंदर, एक क्लाइमेट इंप्रूव करता है, प्रोफेशनल डायलॉग होता है और कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव होती है, फोकस ऑन इंस्ट्रक्शनल इम्प्रूवमेंट एंड redefine existing skills which are upgraded, and that plays a vital role in the improvement of the learning and teaching process. If you do have any question, queries, I wanted to ask something or comment, write on Google Classroom chat, I will respond. But try to do all this within a day after the delivery of this lecture, or you learn this lecture. Allah Hafiz.